Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Are we having a great morning so far? Great, glad to hear it because we're going to have an amazing class today. That is for sure. So, hey, it's me Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and welcome to today's Saturday with Stacey YouTube class number 629. Welcome! Now, if you're new to our channel, I'm Stacey. I'm the owner of Scrapbooking Made Simple. We are an independent mom and pop shop here in Canyon Country, California, right on Soledad Canyon Road, which means you might hear sirens go by or you might hear loud motorcycles because we're right on the main street. And I do 4 craft classes a week, Saturdays being our full-length technique-based commercial-free craft class, where not only do I show you new products that come to the market, but I show you things you may not have ever heard of before, or I show you how to use product you already have in your crafty stash. We try to mix it all together and really reach not only the most advanced type of crafter, but those who are just starting out, where this might be the very first craft class they've ever sat to watch. And if that's the case, you are going to be able to do what I do today. I promise you. I have got something for every level of crafter. And that's kind of how these classes go. We start easy, and then we get a little more technique-y, and then a little more technique-y, and then at the end I show you the most beautiful finished samples. Really beautiful. So, lots to do today. We are featuring Katy Sue. Yep, love Katy Sue designs, and I have got an exclusive kit that will, at least on the North American continent, North America, we're it. The only place you're going to find it is at Scrapbooking Made Simple. I believe QVC Germany will have it, and Katy Sue, their own website in the UK, will have it. Other than that, those are the only 3 places you're going to find this wonderful kit. It's called Violet Wishes. And when we're gone, when it's gone, it's gone. That's just the way it is, but it is amazing. So I've got Katy Sue for you today, but then we're gonna mix it up a little bit and we're gonna play with Royal Talens Amsterdam acrylic ink. You're like, acrylic ink? Yes, acrylic ink, not acrylic paint. We're gonna play with acrylic ink. And you're like, okay, but why? Because I wanted something. There was a product that used to be on the market and I loved the product, and the product went away. It was discontinued. They stopped carrying it. So I asked, would you, could you, maybe? And I was politely told, no, we're good, but thanks for asking. So then I thought, how are we going to make it ourselves? So we're going to do that today too. I have just got a very full class for you today. And again, if you are new to our channel, well, welcome. There are lots of SMS peeps who are just thrilled to make a new crafty friend. So if you are watching during the premiere, please don't hesitate to chime in and say hello. Even if that's all you say, hi, I'm Stacey, I'm from Canyon Country, California, and post. Everybody will say hello back to you, and you might find that there's somebody in your neighborhood who might want to, maybe you want to make a new crafty friend that's just down the block from you. Before we get started today, I do have to do winner, winner, chicken dinner. We do 2 winner winners from this video and 1 winner winner from the sneak peek leading up to this video. So that was filmed, that goes out Friday nights, and you have a chance to watch that video. It's a short on YouTube. You can't post from Facebook or Instagram. You have to go to the YouTube channel. That's where you post your comments. And we pick 1 winner to win a selection of goodies that are on my table. And then we put them in a bag and we mail them to you. That's all. You don't have to do anything more except for win. So that sneak peek is still available to post on. You have all the way up to about Friday to post, and then we start selecting our winners. We have a software that randomly picks people, and that's how you become a winner. Now from the video, if you post your comment on this video, we give away 2 $100 gift cards every week. So you could post on the sneak peek, and you could post here and give yourself better odds of winning. What I can tell you is that if you never post, you'll never win. And shucks, who doesn't want to get happy mail, free gifts, and free money to spend any way you want? Yes, I would like happy mail. I get happy mail. I get cards from you guys all the time. I get wonderful letters and just thoughtful gestures. So I get oodles of happy mail. And I guess this is my way to send you some happy mail. So we have got the winners from last week. And I already announced the winner from the sneak peek last week. I announced it on this week's sneak peek. But they still want to see their name. They still want to hear it called. The last name, I'm gonna just, it's really hard. I'm severely dyslexic, and that is just the way I am. It's not like, haha, I'm dyslexic. It's like, no, this is a struggle for me. So reading last names, it's like the hardest part of the whole class. Everything else is easy peasy compared to this. So our winner from last week's sneak peek is Terry. I got the Terry. That was the easy peasy part. The last name. I don't know if it's Inendino, Inendino, Terry Inendino? Is it anywhere close? Inendino? Terry, does it really matter to you that I didn't say it exactly correctly? You did get a prize package that is already pulled for you and will be in the mail to you next week. Terry, you are our winner chicken dinner from the sneak peek. Inendino? Oh, I love you. You love me back, and you forgive me for that. But Terry, congratulations. Are you getting a screenshot of it so you can text it everywhere? Okay, the next 2 winners are from posting a comment on the YouTube. And these lucky ladies have won $100 to spend any way they want. It's already in their online account. You just go spend it. Whether you do $50 on 2 orders, or you spend it all in one shot, or however you want to spend it, it's up to you. Our first winner is Lori Sanford. Hello, Lori Sanford. Congratulations. You are a winner chicken dinner. Well done you. $100 coming your way. Oops. Told you. Did you hear them? That's how you know it's a Scrapbooking Made Simple YouTube. If we have a whole class with no fire trucks or sirens, something's gone wrong. Well, then actually something would be right. That means nobody needed them, but that's never going to happen. Okay, Lori, congratulations to you. Screenshot. Just in case. Hi. All right, our second winner of $100 is Lisa. Lisa Stankowitz. I'm going Lisa Stankowitz. I don't know if I'm anywhere close, but I got the Lisa part right. I'm going Stankowitz. Lisa, you are a winner chicken dinner. You have got $100 in your online account right now to spend any way you want. Are you taking a screenshot? Take a screenshot so you can text it to all your friends. Congratulations to Lisa and to Lori and to Terry. You all 3 are this week's lucky winner chicken dinners. So of course we have to do the winner chicken dinner dance because it's what we do and that's what we do. So let's kind of get into the groove of it. because you can't just start. You kind of got to feel it. You're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, ka-choo, for you. Congratulations to the three of you. I hope you enjoy all of your goodies. And again, if you want a chance to win, post on this video, go find the short, the sneak peek for this video, post there, and you never know, I may be calling your name next week. Now, let's get on to today's class. I've got a lot to show and a lot to share. We've got a lot to do. I do have Violet Wishes. This is the kit that is exclusive to Scrapbooking Made Simple over here in North America. I am going to show you that first, but we're not going to work with it first. It is the one thing that is definitely limited. Like I'm seriously limited. What happens is Katy Sue, who did this kit, they're doing this for QVC Germany. And so they'll run a few extra and they'll say, Stacey, bring, 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 bring. Stacey, yes. This is Katy Sue. How are you? I'm good. How are you ladies doing over in the UK? We're great, but we have this kit that we're doing for QVC Germany. Would you like a few of them? Well, yes. Yes, I would. How many would you like? A lot. We can't get you a lot, but we can get you some. So that's what they've done. I'm going to walk you through this kit, and then we're going to put it to the side, and I'm going to start at the beginning. I'm going to start where the most beginner crafter feels accomplished in their makes. I've got three different Katy Sue products for you, and as we go, we are going to get progressively more technique-y. Again, live chat going on right now if you're joining me during the premiere of today's class. If you don't see the live chat, then you missed the premiere, but you can always join us on Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, and 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom. All right, let's tilt down. Let's get started for today. Oh, I can see you now. It's good to see everybody. Hello, hello. I've got royal talons that we're going to be playing with. We've got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Something for everybody. Okay, so the kit is called Violet Wishes. It is a 50 pack. There are 50 sheets of things in here. And I want to say our price is, I want to say it's $36.99. It should retail for like $44, $45, and we have it on sale. I'm gonna open it up, I'm gonna show you what's in it, and then like I said, we're gonna put it off to the side until we get there. It is a beautiful kit. There's no question about that. Katy Sue does beautiful products. I would have sworn that there was one. There we go. Katy Sue does beautiful products. So let me show you what's in the kit. And I'll go back just a little bit. Okay, first things first, we have got foiled and die cut toppers. So there's 2 sheets of each. You get 2 sheets of this. You can see that they're foiled and they're already die cut. You don't have to fussy cut at all. You just pop them out. So 2 sheets here. Then we have 2 sheets of sentiments. So 2 sheets again, beautiful with the foil and the sentiments, and everything coordinates. And see the sentiments, you've got them in several different sizes, depending on how big you want it on the make that you are making. Heck, you could even just pop these out, put a hole in them, attach some string, and use these as tags for your gift bags. And 2 sets, so you get 2 sheets. And then we have smaller sentiments. And again, 2 sets, and all of the writing is foiled. Everything coordinates together. So you can use these. You're going to have tons of leftover. Let me just tell you, I was saying to the girls, we probably could make 100 cards easily out of this kit. Seriously. So 2 full sets of them. Then we have more toppers. Another 2 full sets of beautiful toppers. Right? Gorgeous. And then we get into the paper. So, this is your heavyweight cardstock that in the UK, they would score this in half, and that would be the size of their card. They make really big cards. This is an A4 sheet. We would probably use this to mat onto an A2 or an A6 card or a 5x7 card. But this is super heavyweight, beautiful paper. And these luscious purples with a hint of green. Everything's made to mix and match together. And it's just sheet after sheet after sheet. This is still that heavyweight paper. Gosh, you could use this any time of the year. Lots of these can be used all year round. This would be beautiful for a baby shower card. Pretty. So, I have got oodles and oodles of beautiful papers. There's 2 of every sheet I showed you. Then we have what they call an insert sheet. So remember, I said that they would take this, fold it in half, and that's how they would make their card. That would be the size of their card. They would take this insert sheet and put that on the inside, so the inside of your card has a pretty as well. There, we would do it this way. Now, we don't make cards that big, so we're going to take all of these beautiful inserts and we're going to make additional cards out of them, additional mats, additional layouts out of them. They're stunning. So you've got the outside of a card here, you've got the inside of a card here. Just beautiful, page after page after page. You don't even need to use the toppers to decorate these. They do it themselves. Grab those sentiments, put a sentiment in the center. There's the front of your card right there. And then you could cut a little piece of this and put that on the insert if you wanted. But all the sentiments, those beautiful small sentiments, perfectly fit right here. And the colors are just gorgeous. So there's 50 sheets in each kit, in the kit. Again, limited as to how many we have. And when they're gone, they're gone. Very much like the Christmas kit we had from them earlier this year. I think we have maybe 5 of those left online. And it was the same thing. It was 50 sheets of the insert paper of the beautiful heavyweight cardstock paper, and then all of the foiled embellishments to go with. And there's 2 of every sheet. And everything is foiled and luscious and lovely and just pretty. So I'm showing you this early because I know that when it's gone, it's gone. They only made so many. They're not making any more. It's a one and done run. So if you like it, I mean, you're talking, it's under $40. I think it's $36.99 or $35.99. It's a great price. But that's not where we're going to start. Where we're going to start is in this sweet little kit that they have. It is their die-cut decoupage party flowers. So let's open this up and let me show you what's in this, because this is where we're going to begin. Now, Katy Sue sells their decoupage sheets, three in a pack. So 1, 2, 3. So if you were to buy just this set, you wouldn't be getting one when you buy it. I think it's $5.99. Oh no, maybe it's more than that. Maybe it's $6.99, and when they're on sale, they're $5.99. You get 3 sheets in every one of their decoupage packs. Here, you're getting 24 sheets. So 6, 7, 8 different designs. And that means if it was let's just say $6. 6 times 8, this would run you $48 to get all of this if you were to buy them individually in individual packs. But we have it. We have it for a great price. We have it for an amazing price. Nowhere near, and I want to say it's closer to $6.99 for each. And there's 8 different designs. Now, I'm going to show you how to use these if you've never seen decoupage before. These are easy, they're fun, and if you use them wisely, you can get at least twice as much as they were intended to do. Twice as much is what you should be able to do with them. So the way they want them to be used, or the way they encourage you to use them, is 1 sheet makes 1 card. We're gonna pop all these little pieces out and we're gonna make 1 card out of them. So being that you get 3 of each sheet, well, oh, I got 4. I got a bumper pack. I got 4 of each sheet on this one. Well done me. We're gonna be able to make 6 cards out of these 3 sheets instead of 3 cards. That's so funny. I wonder if I'm short one here. 1, 2, no. So you may end up having a bumper pack and getting an extra one. So 8 different designs, theoretically 24 cards, but realistically 48 cards. And I want to say that the pack is around $29, $29.99, where it should be closer to 8 times 6 is $48. It should be closer to $50. So let's start here so that folks who have never seen decoupage can understand how easy it is. And I'm going to go back. Oh, this one's super cute. And this one's super cute. So I'm gonna, because I got the bumper pack of that one, I'm gonna use those too. That's so funny. Well, they're hand done. You know, the packaging of them is all done by hand. So it happens sometimes. You know, because sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get a little lucky and, well, happy day. All right, so 2 separate designs, and I think I'll start with the happy birthday. I have got 1 base right here. That just pops right out. And this is always your base, the main focal point, the place where you're going to start to layer everything on top. Then you've got individuals that say, this one has a number 2 next to it, and this one says number 3 next to it, and these say 5 over here. This one says 4 right there. That tells you the order that you would put them onto your main base, because this is going to become a 3D embellishment for a card. But we want to make 2 cards out of it. So what I typically do is I take my number 1, and that becomes 1 card. And I take my number 2, and that becomes my 2nd embellishment. Because the number 2, while it doesn't have the background to it, has the most detail. So no scissors required. And if I was doing a traditional decoupage, I would take my number 2 and I would pop it right on top of my number 1. And then I would get my number 3, which would have less detail on it, and I would pop it on top of my number 2, and then my number 4 and my number 5. And as you are popping, as you are adding layers to it, the layers are getting less and less detail, giving you an illusion of that 3-dimensional look. But I'm going to make 2. So if I start with 1 here, maybe I use number 3. Oh, I just took that off. Oh well. I was not as gentle of pulling as I should have been. So I could put number 3 on top of number 1 and number 4 on top of number 2. That way everything continues to get some decoupage on it. But I'm able to extend out. And then I've got all these little doodads that I can put on top. So let's start. Let's just grab some foam tape. This is GG foam tape. It is really wonderful foam tape. Like, I struggled with foam tape for years, and you can go back and you'll never see me use it because I just had a hard time with it. I couldn't find a good one. And we brought this in, and it was $1.99, and I'm like, well, we'll try it. I mean, we'll try it. For $1.99, I'll give it a whirl. Had I known how great it was, we would have been using it years ago. So I just want a little bit of foam tape here and there. And then I'm going to pull off my liner. And I'm going to put it right down on top. I'm just going to cover the exact same layer. Just want to lay it right down on top to start to build my dimension. And let's put this one down. So this is going to go that way right there. Fits right like that. And you might want to use smaller pieces of foam tape and have them kind of go all over. I just want to get it down so you can see what I've done. And now I'm going to line up my little handle here from my bag and the little bow right on top of the little handle and the bow from what I'm considering my new base. Look good? Oh yeah, that looks great. And now I've started my second embellishment. And then I can come in here. And these I can put any way I want, anywhere I want. So here's 5. I can pop 5 right there. . Just find out where my, oh, wrong direction. Find out where my design is and layer it right on top. And now I'm building more dimension. Now I've got the same flower, a little bit less over here under 6. So I could either put this on top, or I could move this one and put this one over here. So this one has a little bit of decoupage on that flower. You absolutely can mix and match. You can use it all for just one card because each sheet is meant to make a single card. But we tend to like to get the most we can out of everything we've got. So now I've got a little decoupage on that flower. And I just continue. So I've got a 5 here. And a 5 here. And a 5 here. And maybe I take some of these and do one of these. Maybe I put the little daisy over here and put these over there and just kind of split them up. Put that one there. And put that one there. So no glue is required. I'm using my scissors to cut my foam tape, but if you had, this one goes up here, if you had little foam dots, you wouldn't even need to use scissors. And this one goes here. Now I didn't get these out the first time, so I'm going to come back and grab them now. Ooh, those are so fine. And I can put these, they're super small. Let's see if I can get a little piece of foam that small. So when I pulled this one, I accidentally tore it. It's okay. I'm just going to come back in and put it down. Nobody needs to know that. Itty bitty tiny. And even on the itty bitties, I can get the liner off. That's really nice. And then I'm just going to lay it right over the top. And nobody needs to know. Perfect. So I can continue to layer and to pop until my heart's content, until I want to be done. Maybe I put the little tag on this one. And I've almost used everything up. And then it's just a matter of finishing your card, building it out. So, do I want to leave it that size? Do I want to make it smaller? Let's see. Grab some cardstock and see what we can do. I know I've got some light blue in here somewhere. I do. Huh. Well, let's just bring my tub over and see what I can find. Well, we could try. I already pulled the purple. Oh, I knew I had a piece of light blue somewhere, but it still might not be the right blue, but this might be a pretty blue for it. All right. Oh, and here's a whole nother sheet of that blue. Now I've got some color to play with. Although the purple does look nice. That's going to be the wrong blue. Well, the blue I thought I wanted turns out to not be the blue I wanted. Oh, but that looks good. Maybe that on there, and then that on there. All right, let's give it a whirl. I'm just making an embellishment. That's all I'm doing is just making an embellishment. That looks great on that color. Let's go back just a little bit. So I am my own camera person, so I have to kind of move the camera up and back. I was watching somebody today in the crafting industry, and she has at least 2 other people helping her. Oh my gosh. She has one person doing the different camera angles and fading her in and then doing her overhead, and then she has somebody else who drops all the links to all the products for you. Holy smokes, artichokes. We are not that sophisticated. All right, so I've got that. And okay, I think that's pretty. So you're a brand new crafter, never have done any of this before, and you're like, how do I even start? This is a great way to start. You look like a rock star because you've got these 3D elements, these popped elements. A little bit of cardstock, just go to your local craft store and pick up an assorted pack of different colored cardstocks. And I mean, I'm doing it by hand. You can. Eventually you may end up buying a trimmer, but you know what? Handmade is made from the heart. Whether you use a trimmer to cut it or you do it by hand. And if you're just starting out, look at how pretty is that. And then I could take the little butterflies. There's all of these doodads that I still haven't used. The butterflies pop out, all of this pops out. And I could use it to put all over. So that one, good, and then we'll back it onto a piece of white. And we've made something. I'm going to do the other one too. But I want you to see that this is not hard. And this is a really great value. I don't know if they call it a bumper kit or what, but it should be at least $48. And it's not. It's an amazing value. I hope I have the price right. And then we could add on your special day. Pop it right out. You don't even have to figure out what sentiments, and you can mix and match between them. And on your look at that, on your special day. Now I've got a little liquid glue. Normally I would use sticky dots, but I don't have them here with me. So I got a little liquid glue. Any liquid glue will do, just so long as it dries clear. On your special day. And bam, just like that. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. But let's do the other one because we've made it. I could even take that little butterfly. Nope, I just moved my on my special day. I could even take that little butterfly and put a little bit of glue. Got a little bit of glue still on my hands. And put him up there. Okay, now we've got this one. I want to maybe that softer pink. No, I don't like that. I definitely like it on that. And maybe I stick with the darker. So let's put this down. And this time I'll pop this one a little bit, just to give it even a little bit more dimension. And I'm going to give me plenty of room, because I don't know what size I want it to be yet. So I'm going to give myself plenty of room. So as if we were making an A2 card maybe. And then just a little bit of that pink, just a smidge of that pink. And I can even pop this on that. Lots of popping happening here, lots of popping. So remember, these are our easy peasy cards. These are our, we need to get a bunch done. We want to have them ready to go. We want to put them in a folio so that when we need to grab something, we've got something done. This is our first time ever card making, and we want to feel successful and not overwhelmed. I've got a happy birthday. Oh, there are my sticky dots. Happy, well, almost like I planned that out, and I didn't. Nothing here is ever planned, but look at it fits perfectly. I feel so good. I feel so, look at that, the happy birthday. It fits perfect. Okay, let me cut this and then I can show you. So now I'm gonna pop this off, cut this down. I think if I planned things and then it didn't go the way I wanted it to, I would never teach another class again. I think it's better to just be in the moment and let's see what happens. That way I don't have any expectations, and if I do something that doesn't come out exactly right, okay, well, we'll fix it. I think to pre-plan would be hard for me. I would want to be able to stick to the plan. Look at how cute is this, right? Oh, a little close. Okay, let me back up a little close. Look how cute is this? And then I have these little, I still have these that I could put on to add even more. Gosh, that one fits there. Where did I put my roll? Here we go. And I could just clean off the rest of the bits and bobs that come onto the sheet and divvy it up between the two cards. Or this would make a darling little embellishment for a layout. Or if you are doing a little mini album, again, a darling little embellishment for your mini album that would make a page all by itself. And I've got the butterflies, so I've got a couple butterflies here. So let's add some of those. Oh, got lots of butterflies. They gave me tons of butterflies. So for that, I'll just take my glue and go, okay, little glue. And little glue, doesn't take much, don't put too much on. So if you can glue it, you can do it. Absolutely. Well, I even have more that I can continue to put on. I still have flowers, and I still have butterflies, and I have little hearts. And then let's put, I found my sticky dots. So what are sticky dots? Sticky dots are micro dots. They're Scrapbooking Made Simple, Simply Defined product. There are 10 sheets to a package. They retail for $10.99. And if you don't want to use glue, and if you're doing something intricate, or small, or you just don't want to use glue, this is your way to do that. So I open it up and I take a little bit of the sticky dots off the side. That way my liner doesn't stick to it anymore. Now, when I pull it back, one side doesn't have any sticky dots on it, and one side has all the sticky dots on it. So I want to put my happy birthday close to the edge because the sticky dots go all the way edge to edge. And anywhere my paper isn't, those sticky dots are going to stay. So the only place my sticky dots are going to pull is right where that happy birthday is. Everywhere else around it, the sticky dots are going to stay and they're going to be used for something completely different. Now I can pull this off. And bam. Pull this off. And bam. They're repositionable until they are not. There will come a point where you can't pull them off anymore. But for now, look at me go. I was watching the new Blue Blood. It's not Blue Bloods, it's Boston Blue maybe? Okay, so, because we liked Blue Bloods with Tom Selleck, but this is the spin-off. And Danny Reagan is the main character, and he is now in Boston being a detective, and he meets this new detective that he has to work with for you have to watch the show, but he has to work with this new detective to find out who tried to harm his son. And she's looking at him and he says, you know, it's like I've done this before, you know, and telling her like, hey, I've been here, done this before. It's kind of like how I feel with decoupage. Been here, done this, but it is so pretty and it is so easy. And everybody who does it feels like a winner chicken dinner, and everybody you give them to thinks that you slaved over the card. Done. So I took one sheet. You get 3 of the exact same sheets. I took one of them and made 2 cards out of one. So you can either use the one sheet and do all the decoupage on one card, or you can get a little bit of bang out of your buck and make 2. Now I was gonna do this one too, but we gotta move on. But same thing, here's my first card, here's my second card. You get 3 sheets of this. So in that pack, wherever that pack went, in that pack, hello, oh, right here. There are 24 sheets. So there's 8 different designs. And if you get 24 sheets, that means you can make 48 cards, which means that's less than $50 a card? Not even 50, 75 cents a card. It's an amazing value, and I don't know how they do it, but I didn't ask a question. I just said, yes, we'd be happy to have those. They're amazing. So here is the first kit from Katy Sue. And the price is so amazing. It's called the Pretty Flowers Die Cut Decoupage Kit. And here are some of the samples that honorary SMS girl Patty made with them. This one goes here and this one goes there. So she took and she did the same thing. She did one. So here this one is. This one's like totally decoupaged. Do you see how many layers that is? That's one card. One card from the whole sheet. But then I think she did these so you could see. Here's 2 cards from one sheet. Here's the background that you have here. And here's layer number 2 that you would put on top of layer number 1. She did what I did. She separated them. And you still have some decoupage going on each one. But she made 2 cards from one sheet, or you can make 1 card from each sheet. Or you make 1 card from this sheet and 2 cards from the next sheet and 1 card from the last sheet. It's up to you. You have options. But I wanted to show you some of the samples that she did using that pack. Aren't these lovely? And you can see they're just beautiful. Aren't they lovely? Patty did such a great job. So pretty. So this one, she took 1 pack, 1 sheet. You get 3. She took one of the 3, divvied them up to make 2 completely different cards. Just like I did. And this is the, what do they call this? Pretty Flowers Decoupage set. 8 different designs, 3 of each. I think that's what it was. But there we go. There's the first kit. Now we move on. So let's move into the second kit. And the second kit is going to be the exclusive kit. The Violet Wishes. The one that I started. I showed you first. We're going to move into this kit next. But for this kit, I wanted something, and I understand. I mean, the manufacturers have to discontinue things all the time. The product becomes unavailable. You know, perhaps the components to make the products become unavailable, or the cost is too high to make it worth, you know, we wouldn't spend, I don't think we would spend $40 on a foam tape this size. You know, it has to be reasonable to manufacture. So there was something that I definitely wanted, and I've been wanting it, and it was from Katy Sue, and it was years ago. So in the beginning, way back when, Katy Sue used to make something called Flower Soft. Now, it was this mossy, plasticky kind of material that was in different shades, and you would add it to flowers to add texture, and you would just add it with glue. And they had like lavender, had different bits of purples mixed in it, and they had fuchsia, I think, and they had the greens for the leaves, and it was beautiful, and it was inexpensive, and it lasted you a lifetime. Many of you may still have Flower Soft left in your crafty arsenal. And the thing with the Flower Soft is that it was compressed into this jar, and when you opened it up and you started to take it out, it would aerate, and you would think that it was growing because you would have a hard time putting the leftovers back in the jar. So Katy Sue, they do the most beautiful florals for their decoupage. but they don't do Flower Soft anymore, except for one color, Polar White. Polar White. So we've been using Polar White as snow for the last 2 months on all of our Christmas makes. So let's make some Flower Soft, shall we? I'm going to tilt on down, and this is where the acrylic ink from Royal Talens, the Amsterdam acrylic ink, comes in. Now, acrylic ink is just that. It is an ink. It's an ink that has acrylic as the binder. It's not a paint. It is not acrylic paint. It is not watered down acrylic paint. It is a true ink. You shake it up, it is pigment based, but because of the binder being acrylic, it dries like that, and it dries to permanent. It dries to water resistant, waterproof. It adheres to glass, and it adheres to wood and to metal and to paper. And what do you need it to adhere to? Acrylic, think of acrylic as what you put on the walls in your house, acrylic paint, but this is an ink. So I thought to myself, Stacey, wouldn't that work if we wanted to color? So I'm just gonna spread some of this out just so you can see some of the colors. Less is definitely more. And I've used this in the studio with Stacey for the entire month of October. There are 4 well, that's plenty. There are 4 classes. See, it's an ink. It is not a paint. And when it dries to permanent. It will not react with water. You can put water all over this once it's dry, and it will not activate. Okay, that's pretty dry. So the colors are magical. And again, if you want to learn more about them, I did 4 full classes, my Tuesday classes for October. So that's going to layer right on top. It's not going to pull the color. It's not going to mix in. It's not going to make a new color. Can you stamp with it? Yes. I have a reel on Instagram stamping with it. I have a class stamping with it. There's just so much to be done. Think about everything that you would like to have where you want to stamp something and then go in and watercolor, or go in and use your alcohol inks or your alcohol markers. Typically, we're faced with just a black ink. Now, because this has acrylic as a binder, we can use all of these colors to stamp with and to color with and to paint with, knowing that when we add water to it, nothing is going to move. It's not going to reactivate. Water is not going to harm it at all. Seeing that blue lays right over the top of the purple. They're not going to commingle to make their next color. That would be a watercolor. This is an acrylic. So I thought to myself, Stacey, what if we took some Flower Soft and we used some acrylic paint with it? Now, I know you could possibly use alcohol ink. I found that when I used alcohol ink, it stayed wet a little bit longer. It took longer for it to dry. The acrylic dries like that, and you use very little. Now, I'm probably going to use my finger to stir it, and I know you guys are going to be like, but it's okay. It'll be okay. I'm going to take 1 or 2 drops. 1, 2. That's it. And I'm going to start stirring it, and that paint, well, not paint, that ink is going to start coloring. And the thing is, there's no dry time. By the time I'm done making my color, it's already dry. So I'm going to put that. There. So I like to make a little at a time because I want to make the colors that I need when I need them. Now, let's take a little bit more. And let's make some purple. Now this is pigment based, so you have to give it a shake. 1, 2. You could take a Q-tip or a back of a paintbrush here. If you don't want to use your fingers, a toothpick would work. I just want to mix it up. And the thing is, once I'm done mixing, it's dry and it's ready to use. I tried alcohol ink. It took a little bit longer for it to dry. There's 2 colors. Let's take and make another one. Ooh, this is dark. 1, 2. So it needs to be, oh, but that's a beautiful color. It needs to be an ink that will dry to permanent. So taking a dye-based ink, like a re-inker, and doing this, because the Flower Soft, the Polar White Flower Soft, is a plastic, a dye-based ink will not dry. It would be like putting a dye-based ink on a piece of acetate and asking it to dry. That's a beautiful color. Cornflower. They used to have one called cornflower. That's so lovely. And then, do I want to wash it out, or am I just going to keep going? Add a little bit of pink. Ooh, make sure that lid is on. One, 2. Now we might get a little blue in there because I didn't wash it out, but I'm okay. I might go one more drop. pretty. And maybe we do some green for our leaves. Now, once you've colored it, you can either put it into a little plastic baggie when you're done and save it. But it dries almost instantaneous. And it's not clumpy. And you can do it with your alcohol ink, just you're gonna have to let it sit for a little bit and dry. It doesn't dry just as fast, but it doesn't mean you can't do it with an alcohol ink. You're gonna do the same thing, little drops. If you want to make a lot of a color, I suppose you could put it in a plastic baggie and then you could mush it up. But I like the acrylic ink. And then maybe I go, let's see what happens if I go a little bit darker, or if I add more, if it'll darken it up. So I did 2 drops, let's do 4 drops. And I don't know if the color's gonna stay exactly the same. Or if it'll intensify the color a little bit. Oh, it is a little darker. Just a little. Well, you can see that, yeah, it's definitely darker. Okay, so I have made something that is discontinued, gone. But we've made it our own, brought it back. Oh, I don't have any baby wipes in here. Oh, hold on. Yes, I do. I'm gonna clean my finger. Now, what I liked most about Flower Soft wasn't just the fact that they had these beautiful colors, but my favorite were the ones that were blended, where you mix the dark and the light together. And you made blends. Maybe you even throw a little pink into the blue. And you just make these beautiful blends. So they weren't just a single color. And now I have Flower Soft to play with. But what do you do with it? Well, it's really good. But if I take this and I mix this into there, then I do have one more that I could do. One more color. Oh, Stacey, no, I need to put it in my pot. Out you go. Into my pot. And what color do we want to make? Because I've got an empty space. You can't have an empty space. That's a lot. I'll just take some of that and put that right in the middle. So what last color do I want to do? Do I want to do that really wild blue, or do I want to do... maybe a little bit of fuchsia? One, two. Look at how beautiful the colors are. And a little of this is going to go a long way. Well, that's too much. But I don't think I have any more in there. Okay, now I've got plenty of color to play with. So let's bring over the kit and let's see what we're going to do with that. So I've got some sentiments. Here is some toppers. So pretty. So let's pull one of those. And let's pull that one. Happy birthday. Okay, so we've got those. Now let's figure out which one we're going to use, and then we'll pull the paper to go with it. So I like the happy birthday. I like the thinking of you. I like the birthday wishes. And this one's just beautiful. It's just plain and simple and beautiful. That one too. All right, so I've got a few to play with. Now we choose the paper. Gosh, but these are pretty too, aren't they? This one is so beautiful. I think I might use this one too, just for the piece of it. I think I'm going to use that too. Maybe I start with this one, because this is the unconventional one. This is the one that you wouldn't necessarily think to. I mean, it's supposed to be used as regular paper, but it is so unbelievably lovely. I'm just going to cut it down to an A2 size. So where they would use it as a liner, I'm going to use it as a card front. And I still have this to work with it. So I've got that. And now let's find a piece of matting that we like. So again, oh, see, beautiful against that dark. Isn't that gorgeous? But then there was this beautiful, I know, yep, there it is. Okay, I think that's pretty stunning, those. All of it is just magnificent. Or do I want it in the green? I like the purple as the backing. I think that's beautiful. It's striking against that dark purple. So do I like it against the green? Or do I like it against the... Yep, I'm going with my first gut. So imagine 50 sheets, 50 pages, at least I believe 40 sheets of paper. And how many cards can you make out of all of this? How many layouts can you do? You tear the paper, you piece it together, you make your 12 by 12 layouts. How many mini albums? So I think I'm going to put that there. Oh, it's just so pretty. I love when everything absolutely coordinates. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to go find paper. I don't have to hold the paper up and say, does this match? I just take it out of my kit and away I go. The honorary SMS girls loved these kits. Well, they love Katy Sue. So, and anytime that there is a kit that is so cohesive, and gives you so much for such a little price. Now, do I want to leave? I usually leave room, just in case that's where I want to put my sentiment. Haven't decided that's where I'm going to put my sentiment, but just in case. So I still have this whole sheet to work with. So let's pick our sentiment, just so I know what I want to do. Whether I'm going to cut or not cut. Sent with love, thank you. Happy birthday. With lots of love. If I do that, I want it to be a lighter color. Sent with love, warmest wishes. Someone special. With lots of love. Now I'm into one sheet and you get two of them. maybe that. So I'm going to chop this down. Again, I go by the seat of my pants and I just freehand it. Y'all, if you want to use your trimmer, by all means. So I've got a few of them I can choose from. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. And then the last thing we're going to do is add the Flower Soft. We've got these as well. So the pastel birthday banners and the Thinking of You birthday banners, they're in the same colors. And they have gold and they have silver foil. So this is sold separately. But you get, I want to say, was it 96 different tags. Thinking of you, deepest sympathy, just to say, sending love, in our thoughts, in our prayers, get well soon, love and hugs. So each row has the same sentiments going all the way down, but the font has changed. These have silver going around them. And then I'm going to get, and these have gold. So same words, different foil. Same words, different font. And 96 of them. I'm thinking, boy, that might look good too. And I would need it in the silver. And get well soon, maybe. 96 of them. Okay. I think I actually like that better. I think I'm going to cut this down. I think I'm going to put that right there and put this on that. So I think that these are incredibly useful because they're smaller. Oh, even in the white, they're smaller. You get a whole sheet of white and probably the gold and the silver. You could ink those to whatever you need them to be inked to. Oh, you do. So you could take these and ink these in all different kinds of colors. I think they're wonderful because they're a bit smaller. So these are the Get Well and the With Sympathy. And what did I do with the thingy? These are the pastel birthday banners. Oh, Stacey. Okay, so let's just put this down, shall we? And the others are the pastel Thinking of You. I think both of them are wonderful. And I like them because they're just a little bit smaller. Then Get Well Soon. I can put there, and I can pop that, and then I'm going to bring over my Flower Soft. And is that the sheet I cut? It is. Yep, one more layer. Gotta do it. All right. So when I use my Flower Soft, I do everything on my card first. I've got it all done and ready to go. Because the last thing I'm going to do is grab my glue and grab my Flower Soft and my tweezers, and I'm going to come in and I am just very gingerly going to add just a little bit of glue to some of these, and I mean like even that is too much. I could even use a paintbrush or maybe take some of my glue and put some of my glue here and grab my tweezers. I just want a little bit of glue on some of my leaves. Your Flower Soft is an accent. You're not trying to cover the whole thing. You're just trying to put a little bit of an accent. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my Flower Soft. And I'm just going to drizzle it over. Ooh, well, I'm going to put most of it away. So the thing for me is remembering where I put my glue. Give a little pat down. And then just have it all fall off. And where you have a little bit of glue, you're going to leave just a little bit of texture. That's all it's meant to do, is add just a little bit of texture and then put it back. And then maybe I will try with my bottle. So maybe just a little bit in there. Maybe a little bit in here. Just a little bit of texture is all I'm going for. So I put just a little bit of glue inside the centers. Give it a little pat down. And then take it off. And all you're looking for is just that little bit of texture to add a little bit more dimension to your card. It's so pretty. It looks beautiful. Less is more. Less is more. You don't want to go in there too heavy with it. And remember, I'm using a piece of what they would consider liner paper. Maybe a little bit more green. Now, where did I put that other? I almost have to put my glue down in my Flower Soft, and then do my next place. So I remember where I put it. Yeah, so pretty. Super elegant. And it just adds a touch. Just a touch. And it's the last thing you do, because the glue needs to dry. But this is using the kit. This isn't even using the main portion of the kit. And it's stunning. So I pulled some of these out. Let's see what we've got here. Let's go here. Well, happy birthday. And that one maybe. Let's see. Let's find another piece that I like. That's too light. I think it needs some darkness to it. That looks good. Well, those two look good together. happy with that. Too busy. Too busy. That's a no. But that's pretty. But I think I'm going to stay with my original picks. Birthday wishes. And let's get that down. And I think I'm going to pop that one. Birthday wishes. This is such a lovely kit. And we'll trim this one out. My sentiment's already done. You could make these on New Year's Day when you're sitting at home, all the relatives have gone home, you finally can craft. There's only sports on TV, which nothing wrong with sports, but you could definitely be sitting there and watching the Rose Bowl or the Rose Parade. Pull this kit out and make your birthday cards and your anniversary cards for 2026 and have them done. Put them in a folio in January, February, March, however many birthdays you've got in each month, and just have them raring to go. Or better yet, give them to people who need cards to give to others. Or take them to church or the senior center or the hospital where maybe somebody's there who doesn't have family. And they get a card. Just wishing them well. Get better soon. You know, sometimes not everybody's fortunate enough to have family that can visit. What a great way to give back. And because this kit, if you use it properly, 100 cards. If you use it sparingly, I suppose, is what I should say. If you really maximize it, 100 cards. Okay, that's really pretty. Little bowed here, though. So there, and then I think the very last one I do, I'm going to mat it on white. Just for a little extra something. And then we'll add our flower soft. So here we are. And you know, I think I'm going to add, where is, I had that leftover piece somewhere here. Or I just cut a new one. That's not it. It was just that leftover green. So I found the leftover white, I found the leftover sentiments, but not the leftover green. What color is the, oh, well, we could just take this. Oh, I found it. Wow. Do I want to put that on the back? Or do I want something prettier? That's the same one. I keep going to the same one, so I guess maybe I'll use that one. I'm going to put it on the back as if we were just doing an easy peasy instead of doing a full card. I'm just going to mount it on the back. A little bit more. Just a little bit off the bottom, and then I think we're good. And then instead of having a traditional card, something we can put into a gift bag. Just double-sided. Well, it's not perfect. But we need to move on. And then you can write your sentiment on the back side. That's better. I knew if I just gave myself a few minutes, I'd get it. Go ahead, give just about anything to stand over the top of this. You know what? I'm going to do this one too while I'm here. So I'm going to hold this kind of off like that. So my reveal will be half the width of what I'm showing. So if I want my reveal to be more, I need to hold it back a little bit more. And then I turn it over. This is I don't have time to measure, but I need a mat. And then you center it. And your mat's done. So now I've got two. Still got to add the flower stuff to that front one, but let's finish these backs. We're making a non-traditional card. No card base needed. Now let's decide. Let's make sure I put it in the right area. Okay, well, how pretty is that? So now I've got front and back. I've got my Flower Soft, my homemade Flower Soft on here. Feels pretty dry. Once it's dry, you're going to tap it off one more time just to add a little bit of texture. Let's put some sentiments on the back of these. Now, I don't know if you guys have, I know that those who watch regularly have seen the peelables from Katy Sue. So peelables are actual full sentiments. And I've got Wonderful Days in front of me, and I've got With Sympathy in front of me, or Thinking of You. So birthday wishes, I think, should be Wonderful Days. And Get Well Soon, maybe Thinking of You. Oh, Rest, Relax, and Recover. Okay, so what these are is printed stickers. They're wonderful. You get, is it 48? Yes, 48 in this one and 48 in the other. They have many different kinds. These are just the two that I grabbed. So with Deepest Sympathy, in memory of a loved one is never, the memory of a loved one is never lost. It carries on through the lives they have touched. May the love and support of friends and family bring you comfort during the time of your loss. But then you've also got Thinking of You at this difficult time, Get Well Soon. Just a note to let you know, we're thinking of you. All sorts. Rest, relax, recover. Hope you are feeling well again soon. That's the one I'm going to use on the back of my Get Well Soon. Now, how these work is that they are a sticker, and the easiest way for me to see what I'm doing is to take off all the sticker around it. So I want you to see, I'm going to cut these so you can see why I'm doing it. So for me, can you see where that gloss is? And then down here, there's no gloss. For me, it's easier to see where the stickers start and stop, having that glare that I can see, that reflection, that refraction. But when it gets down here, now I can't see where the stickers start and stop. So I always take the back off, this little border all the way around into the center, because now I can see much clearer where the stickers start and stop. And because they're on this matte film, it's like they're magic. So I want to pull this one. So I pull it off. And I put it down. And it disappears into the paper. Get a little bone folder. Give it a little bit of a rub in there. And it disappears into the paper. They're really wonderful. They are. And they're so easy to use. And look, I just made an unconventional card. This you put into some flowers or into the gift bag. And it's right there, easy peasy, no card base needed. Bam, look, Mom, no hands. So I have to finish this one. So let's put the back on first. This is the birthday. So I'm gonna dig into my wonderful days. I'm hoping this is mine. Or is this? Nope, this one's mine. So Wonderful Days has whatever it brings you and whatever you do, may your birthday be happy and special for you, and that wishes come true when your birthday is here. All keep coming true each day of the year. Oh, that was a lot for me. To wish you joy the whole year through, but more than that, here's wishing you good health, good friends, good times galore, and may you have many happy birthdays more. So you got full sentiments. It's ever so nice to think of you and hope you'll be happy the whole day through. And it's really a pleasure to wish you good cheer and everything happy all through the year. To wish you lots of happiness in everything you do, not just because your birthday is here, but just because you're you. Aww! Hoping this celebration is your happiest so far, and also may the coming year be the finest things, bring the finest things there are. Oh, these are nice. May you have a wonderful day with lovely memories coming your way. Okay, these are easy peasy mac and cheesy, but which one do I want to use? So we've got the happy birthday on the front, but now you can add a birthday sentiment on the back. Like the fragrance of flowers in the early morning dew, like the petals of the roses so soft with varied hue, with the beauty that surrounds us, may your hopes and dreams come true. You're wished a very special day in everything you do. Okay, I like that one. I'm going to peel it off. Put it down. And I'm going to watch it disappear. Right into the paper. Happy birthday. There's your sentiment. Bam. Done. Cards without the card. Love the peelables. So easy to use. But we still have Flower Soft to go on this one. So let's put these back up there. And let's grab my Flower Soft. It's the same. Did I really use this? No, it's different. No, I picked the same one. Okay, Well, at least I'm consistent. I can't believe I did that. I picked the same exact image. Did you all realize that? I didn't realize that. Just gonna put a little bit of glue on some of these. That's funny. I picked the same exact image. I'm like, boy, that looks really familiar. And look at that, I added just a little bit. It is so cool. And they stopped making it. I don't know why, but I'm sure that there was an excellent reason. But they kept the polar white, which means we can make it ourselves using our acrylic inks. Oh, yes, we can. Gosh, I don't even know if I want to add any more. So I'm not doing the center of the flower, I'm doing kind of around the base of the flower. And you always want to give a tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And then you're going to tap, tap, tap it all off. And you're going to put back almost all of it. I just kept a little bit. And because it's done with the glue, I can go in there and kind of move it around. And I think I'm done. I've got the front of my card, love it up there. I've got the back of my card with my sentiment. I've got my same card. Well, same image, two different ways. Both of them have Flower Soft, homemade Flower Soft on them. One of them has the little pastel sentiments where you've got the thinking of you, you've got the happy birthday. They come in fabulous pastel, easy colors to use, but then you also get a sheet of white that you can color yourself. And I love that you get the gold and the silver foil, and that the sentiments are the same, but they change the font on them. That's brilliant. Love those. So I use that for this one. And then one of the peelables for the back. And then I use the straight topper for this one. And one of the peelables for the back. Okay. I'm going to put this over here because now we have to move on. Gosh, I was going to do all of these. Well, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Let me straighten this up real quick. And I think before we move on, I'm going to show you the samples. Here it is. hello you. I think I'm going to show you the samples that the girls did of this kit, because then we have one last bundle to go. And again, we're going to change. Oh, maybe I'm not going to straighten this up. Elena, I tried. Oh, it's better than what it was. I think I'm going to show you the samples that the girls made for the Violet Wishes kit. This is the limited edition kit. Now the next one we're going to, we have limited quantities too, but not because it's brand new, but because it's older. I had never seen it before, but once I saw how it put together, I had to have it. So I'm going to show you the Violet Wishes samples, and there's quite a few of them. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is the Serenity. Oh, there's a lot of these. Well, maybe I'll just do one pile and then I'll finish. Maybe I'll, oh, but this one's so cute. So here's the happy birthday with a little bit of flower soft on it. And here's a happy birthday done with the toppers, the paper. Here, oh, and I should be telling you who did these. This one was Dortina. And this one was, oh, I'm in the Dortina pile. Both of these were by Dortina. And I think this one's by Dortina. So she took the paper and came in Flower Soft on top of the paper. This is the liner paper that they use, and we used it. I used it as a mat for my front of my card. And Dortina went in there and added the Flower Soft into these. Beautiful though, right? And then we have Gail. Look at how gorgeous is that. Again, this is the liner paper. This is not the heavy paper. This is that liner paper. This is the liner paper, that lightweight, but it makes the most beautiful, beautiful card fronts. That's Gail. Here we have Catherine. Oh, and Catherine did. She put on the inside. How beautiful are these? And birthday wishes. Catherine again. Little bit of Flower Soft going on, just a touch. And then birthday wishes. This is Mary. She cut the liner down. Isn't this a great kit? This one is Dortina. The foil, and then the inside, and you put your peelable right there for your sentiment. And then this is Gail, thinking of you. Gail, I want to put a calendar right here. I so want to go get one of those calendar tabs and put a calendar right there, put this on an easel, and there's somebody's gift. Yeah, one of the 12-month calendars right there. Put this on an easel and it would be beautiful in somebody's office. And then this one is Mary. And again with the liner paper. So I have more, but I'm going to hold till the end. I'm going to hold the rest of the Violet Wishes until the end because we're moving on to the Serenity kit. And it's not really a kit. I kind of put it together. Well, they're the pieces that go together. So we packed it as an I want it all. Retails for $30.97. It's on sale for $24.99. This is a pack of 8x8 paper and then toppers to go with. So 8x8 paper, your pack of toppers, and your sentiment toppers. The paper is lovely. It's called Serenity. It's just beautiful. And I hadn't ever seen it before. Play with those in a minute. I hadn't ever seen it. So on the back of your main page, oodles of sentiments that you can cut out. Oodles of sentiments. But look at how lovely. It's all double-sided. Look at how lovely is this. Oh, this is so beautiful. All these bits and pieces, easy to fussy cut or trim out with a trimmer. And do we start again? I think we started again. So I'm gonna say you get 24 sheets, 3 of each. 24 sheets. I'm gonna say 8 designs is my guess. 3 of each is gonna be my guess. But it's beautiful. So I wanted to play with this. And I like that. Do I want to use that one? I really like that one. Maybe I'll play with these two. Because I still have the toppers to play with. So let's put that there. And this time I wanted to bring my acrylic ink back out. Only this acrylic ink is a different acrylic ink. It is still by Amsterdam, just like we've been using. I want to make sure that lid is on. Just like we've been using. So we use these to make our flower soft. The ones that I have here are pearl colors or interference colors. So they look white in the bottle, but you can see that hint of color, right? You can see that hint of color. Now we've done interference before. Your pixie dust fine tech paint, watercolor paint, is interference colors. And you may have Amsterdam acrylic paint in interference colors, but these are inks, so they behave differently. A paint is going to be a little thick, and it's going to be a little on your paper. If we're using cardstock, it's going to be a little heavy on that cardstock. Watercolor will be beautiful, but then you have to wait for it to dry. What if, let's just grab a piece of black paper just so you can see. Because the acrylics dry so fast, they may be easier, faster to use than getting out your watercolors that are your interference. Now, what I mean by interference is that it looks white here, but when I put it on, it changes color. Now that's dry. So watercolor we could not do that with. We could not. Acrylic paint we could not do that with. But an acrylic ink, because it's an ink and it is absorbing into we can do that with. Let's see the next color. Just a little bit on from your pipette. You're not trying to load this thing up, just a little bit, kind of let it soak on in. And there's our next color. And so we've done the green. This one that I just did is it the violet? Yep, the violet, the pearl violet. We've done the pearl green. Let's do the pearl yellow. So you could use your fine text to do this, but you'll have to wait for that to dry. Not sure if you want to use your fine text. The fine texts are beautiful. I don't know if you want to use them for the technique that I'm going to do. You might want to use them on more special things. There's our yellow. Always give them a shake. Now, typically I don't change the sponges. I just go from one color to another. I'm changing the sponges so that you get the true color. There's the blue. So do these work on white paper? They do. I'll show it to you. And then our last one is red. So that's what an interference color does. They're magic on black. Will they work on white? Well, it's a completely different look, and it's more of a hint of color than anything else. So as you can see, if I move it, you're going to get this little hint of iridescence. Can you see that little kind of rosy color coming through? Let's try the blue. So it almost disappears on the white, but you get that, can you see that there, that little iridescence coming through. It is dramatically different on the black, but that's what it's going to look like on fair, light colored papers, and this is what it's going to look like on darker toned papers. So why am I using it? Because I thought it would be fun. What if we made our own, let's see, let's cut this. I think that's good. And, you know, maybe I will grab a couple other sheets. I'm just eyeballing. Maybe I should have cut this one bigger. It's a little bigger. All right, let's play with those two. And let's see what we get. What if we make our own background paper? So I've got some black paper here, and I want to come close to the size that I'm going to need. And we have oodles of beautiful colors of Harmony paper. That's the paper packs that have the 5 different specialty finishes, very much like opulent paper. But it doesn't come in oodle, you know, it doesn't come in, let's say, blues or greens, or it doesn't have those packs. The Harmonies are your gold and your silver and your rose gold. Has a stunning set of red and teal, but there's lots of colors that it doesn't come in. And maybe we just want a hint of iridescence. So how would we do that? Well, we've got our acrylic inks to make that happen. That's what we've got. So I'm going to grab a topper, and I'm going to see which topper I'm going to want, because that's going to tell me what color of my ink am I going to put down. Love the toppers. They're foiled. They are 6 sheets, and they're beautiful. So 2 of 3 different designs. All different sizes, which is nice. I think I like this one for that. Oh, that's so pretty. But I need to, okay, so what color do I want to use? Do I want to use the blue? Do I want to use the yellow? You know what? Do I want to use the blue? Do I want to use the yellow? Well, let's see. Maybe we'll do both sides and we'll decide that way. So, not true. That looks pretty good. Let's put some yellow. And I can either choose to do the whole thing or just the edges. And remember, it's going to dry pretty darn quick. It's dry. So that's what the gold. Nobody's going to see the back side. I won't tell if you won't tell. There's the blue. Oh, is that blue's beautiful. Oh, it's definitely the blue. Oh, it is definitely the blue. Look at how gorgeous is that. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I have to decide how much I want to show. So then this one, I think the blue would be almost too much for this. Let's put this one to the side and let's get another piece of black. Oh, that's good. I just have to cut across. Let me go back just a little and up just a little. And let's do green. I think that was my green. Let's see what green looks like. So just making my own background paper now with iridescent. These are interference colors. They're an acrylic, but it's an ink. The acrylic just means what the binder is. If this was mixed with a gum arabic binder, these would be watercolor. But the acrylic allows them to dry super fast. They become water resistant, waterproof when dry. And the shimmer is amazing. And it's dry. Right? Hello, how fabulous is that? That's a wahoo kachoo. Oh, see, I think that looks great with the green. Okay, let's put these down before I change my mind. I need to trim them out. I didn't do the whole thing. There's no, you can. I didn't. I'm gonna put them down and then I'm gonna trim them out. That purple one is looking at me saying, Stacey, Stacey. I'm like, should I do it? So I'll fix my mats later. I just want to get them, I'll straighten them up in a bit. I just want to get them down. But how pretty against that. And how fast. Acrylic ink, I didn't know anything about it. As a brand ambassador for Royal Talens, I'm taking classes and I'm learning, and that's what the Tuesday classes are. In the Studio with Stacey is all about the learning. Still feel like I'm in the wrong neighborhood. It's about finding fine art product and incorporating it into our paper crafting. Now again, I'm going to straighten all of these out. But here's a start. But I have to tell you folks, this one is calling to me. I just have to see what it's going to look like. I'm going to trim. And trim that one and this one, and we'll make a decision. But they both just have this little touch of purple to them. Okay, so. Oh, that should be plenty. I'm not 100% sure which topper I'm going to use yet. Oh, maybe I do both. Do one in purple and one in blue. And then we'll switch them and see which one I like better. Okay, so I want this color. And I think that was this color. Just a little from the pipette. Oh, see that against, okay, I'm going to have to get a little more on there. Look at that against that color. Well, if I put it in the center, I still am going to have to come in a little bit more. Okay, I'm good now. So I'm not sure if I want that color, or maybe I put this one against that one. Because it has just that touch of purple down there. And then let's do one in the blue. I don't even use a half of a pipette. So I think if we were using our paint, the paint is going to be much heavier, much thicker. The viscosity is much more dense than the ink. I think they're just gorgeous. All right, let's make some of these. Acrylic ink. Who knew? Whether it's in the pearl or whether it's in the regular colors, we've stamped with it in earlier videos in the studio with Stacey. Today we've made our flower soft with it, and it stays nice and fluffy and easy to use. So let's go back to this one. Think about every time you've wanted to do some kind of a watercolor or add some kind of a mist or a spray, and you've stamped your image and you can't do it because the ink is not waterproof. The only waterproof ink we've had is from Jacquard Black, which is amazing. But now with the acrylic ink, we can have 56 different colors that we can stamp with or paint with or make our own specialty paper backgrounds with. And we only have to use an itty bitty teeny weeny little amount to get the job done, as opposed to buying a whole sheet. Do I like that? Oh, I think I like that better. I think I'm going to do this and that. So the first kit we started with was just the Pretty Flowers Decoupage, where it was like this bumper kit. You got a ton for a tiny, tiny price comparative if you bought them individually. And that was a great way to start, because those of you who are new can see that with a kit like that, you really can make magic happen. And if you use the kit a little sparingly, I mean, we were able to get 2 cards out of every one sheet, as opposed to 1 card out of every one sheet, thereby doubling the value. See that, just that little interference on the black. It's just enough to give a little something. And then I have the sentiments. I saw those sentiments. And the Serenity doesn't come as a kit. We've bundled it as an I Want It All. So you get the sentiments, you get the toppers, and you get the paper. With love at this difficult time. And it's done. With love at this difficult time. Of course we could. Now don't worry, you get another sheet like this. I think you get 3 of them. But I want the back piece. Bing, bang, boom, easy peasy matte, done. Easy peasy matte. And then I know that I have got may the love and support of friends and family bring you comfort during this time of loss. You're in our thoughts. Thinking of you in your time of sorrow, wishing you peace today and tomorrow. May cherished memories bring you light and comfort your heart through the night. And it just disappears. They're very cool. Bam. And I made my own background paper out of my interference acrylic inks. Yes, I did. Let's do another one. I don't know what I did with all my samples. Oh, up there. Okay, let's do another one. So let's straighten this one out. I love interference colors. They let you take darker paper and make magic out of it. And you use so little and they last a lifetime. Like I said, you can absolutely use your fine text. Just know you're going to have to wait a little bit for your paper to dry. It's not going to be bing, bang, boom just as quick as this. And then let's see. Happy birthday. Or for you. Maybe the white one. It looks too close to me. maybe if I do it there, and then I back this. I think the black is too dark, don't you? Yes, I'm asking you. What about thinking of you, love and hugs, get well soon in our prayers. But we have the birthday ones too. And that blue is pretty good. Birthday wishes, happy birthday. Or do we want it in the white? 96 of them. Holy smokes, artichokes. Happy birthday, special birthday just for you, birthday wishes. Oh, maybe this one doesn't have the white. Oh, I'm gonna think this one doesn't have the white. But it has a nice blue. Oh, that's so much better. Perfect size. Perfect size. Oh, I got this little piece right here that I forgot about. Perfect size. And it's got the silver foil so it matches. And then I can put, oh, this is love. These are so good and they're so easy. And see, I've got that specialty paper look because I use the interference. Love them. Oh, there's the gold. Shh. There's the yellow on the back side. Remember, I wasn't sure which side we were going to use. Well, nobody's going to know. Nobody going to know. And nobody's going to know that it's black in the center. And it's not this iridescent blue paper all the way through. Nobody's going to know. And I'm not going to tell them, are you? Just like nobody's going to know that I didn't do the whole thing in there either. And now I've got that majestic purple going behind. And then this one, I'll have that fabulous blue behind. Have you ever heard of acrylic inks? I know everybody's heard of acrylic, well, almost everybody's heard of acrylic paints. You can find them everywhere. Michael's, Hobby Lobby, everywhere's got acrylic paints. Now, all acrylic paint is not made the same. Let's be clear. But acrylic paint is something that most people are more familiar with. Acrylic inks, fabulous. Did not know about them. But now that I do, oh my gosh, my brain just comes up with, I just think of all the, look at how pretty, all the different things I could do with them. It may be hard for me to, once I really start to use the acrylic inks, it may be hard for me to use a dye-based ink. Because I know with certain dye-based inks, they're water reactive and I can't get them wet again. Even my inks are water reactive. And I like to put stuff on top. Oh, I mean, hello. And they dry. It's incredible how fast they dry. It's like bing, bang, boom. Give it a little shake. Not even, just a little bit out of your pipette. Give it a second. Done. Look at that. That makes my heart happy. No waiting for it to dry. And that's the case on just about anything, because these will go on anything. These will go on canvases and on wood, whether it's the interference colors or the regular colors. It's not going to make a difference. They behave the same. Give it a second. I mean, that's crazy good, right? So, holy smokes, artichokes, we have done a lot today. Oodles today. We started super, super simple. I'm just making sure my lids are on. I have been known to pick these up and the lid was not on. See there, that lid was not on. That would not be good. Okay, so we started way back when. Do you remember when we started? Keeping it simple. Just doing the easy peasy. The kit comes with so much, has all your decoupage in it, has 3 sheets, I believe 3 sheets of 8 designs. I believe there's 24 in here. It doesn't say, but I think there is. So we took and we made 2 cards out of 1 sheet. So you can get double, or like Patty, she wanted to show you 1 card using everything, or 2 cards splitting between them. And This is a great way to get started. It's a great way to have easy crafts for friends. Same sheet. She divided it up to get 2 cards. Completely striking, aren't they? This is a great gift for somebody who's just starting to craft. If you're having friends over, this is an easy way for them to feel like they are crafty, because they're making something by hand. So we started there. Then we went into the Violet Wishes kit. There is 50 sheets in here. There's toppers, there's sentiments, there's heavy cardstock, there's liner paper that we used for just like mats. I mean, we made our card fronts with them. Limited quantities here, and when they're gone, they're gone. This isn't going to be a rerun. And I showed you, I can't remember which ones I showed you, but I showed you some of them. Let me show you some more, and hopefully I'm not showing you the same ones twice. So a little bit of the acrylic. That's the silver acrylic ink over the top. I just used my finger. Sorry, Dortina. I used my finger and added a little bit of ink over the top. And it dries like that. And it's ink. It's not a paste. So this is using, well, these two we did together, playing with the interference colors to make our background paper. And this one we did together and used the pastel happy birthday sentiments. And this one we did together, and we made our background paper in the green, and we added a sentiment onto the back. And this one we did together, where we used Flower Soft to add just a little bit of something something. We used the pastel, not the birthday pastels, but the Thinking of You pastel sentiments. We used some liner paper. We used the peelables in the Thinking of You. Wow, I made a lot of cards. We did this one together. Again, a little bit of Flower Soft, because we made our Flower Soft. We took the Polar White and we mixed in some of our acrylic ink. And look at how fluffy. It's not clumpy. It dries immediately. And we made our own Flower Soft, where I added a little bit here and a little bit there. And then a sentiment onto the back. And then Gail, on your special day, using the kit. Isn't this beautiful? Violet Wishes is absolutely gorgeous. That's honorary SMS girl Gail. This is honorary SMS girl Mary. Love the dark purples. Love it. And then the sentiment is warmest wishes. And then, oh my, Mary. Mary made a shaker for y'all. Look at that. Wow, Mary, this is amazing. Using the Violet Wishes. And then this is Catherine. So I always look in the centers. I always open Catherine's. Look at that. And then all of this is the Flower Soft behind it. Wow, Catherine. That looks great. And then Just for You. This is Catherine. I'm going to open it up. Is there anything going to be in there, Catherine? There. Oh, there we go. Just for You. Just for You. Well, we need to put something in the middle. May this day be a day that is special for you, when you do all the things that you like to do. Enjoy every moment in your favorite way, so that you'll have special memories of a wonderful day. I need new glasses, you guys. Just for you. And because they're matte finish, you can sign on the top of them. Okay, Catherine. Ta-da! And then thinking of you. So pretty. This is Catherine as well. So beautiful. And birthday wishes. This, I don't know who this is. I know it's not me, but I don't know who. But it's lovely. So we did lots of samples, and these are the ones I showed you earlier. We did lots of samples with the Violet Wishes kit. But then we have the Serenity. So let me show you those samples. Oh, and a Violet Wishes layout. This one was done by honorary SMS girl Gail. Pretty, right? So she used this part here, and this here is part of the kit. From the kit. She just did a beautiful job on this layout. So pretty. I feel like I can't get it all the way in. And then let me show you Serenity. And the girls did lots of samples of Serenity. Oh, this one's good. Who did? Katy. Look at the purple behind. Isn't that beautiful? So this is from the Serenity kit. Well, it's an I Want It All. You can order the items individually, but we do have it as an I Want It All bundle. Look at this. This is Tamara. Oh, this is so beautiful, Katy. So beautiful. This is all done with Serenity. And this is Katy. So she's used the paper, she's used the toppers, she's used the sentiments. This is Tamara. I saw her making this one. You've got the sentiment going on. So whether you like the Serenity kit or you like the Violet Wishes, I personally thought that they went really well together, which is why I said, hey, can we do this Serenity as well, even though it's an older collection? I had never seen it, and I think it's stunning. This is Tamara. It's beautiful. So Tamara is visiting us for a while. Not sure how long she'll be with us, but we love having her. Yeah, she does a beautiful job. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And that's all from the kit. Oh, stunning. Oh, she made the bow. Oh my gosh, girl. Tamara, this is amazing. These are so beautiful. The bow. It just makes the whole thing. And Katy, honorary SMS girl Katy, she's so good at layering papers. And Katy, and Katy, look at how she just layers papers so beautifully. And last but not least, Katy. So whether you go with, you love the first kit we did, you love the exclusive Violet Wishes, we have the bundle of the Serenity, or you can buy it open stock. It's not a pre-made kit. We put it together where you get the paper, you get the toppers, and you get the sentiments. Those are all available to you. We have the Flower Soft. We sell it in the 2-pack. So we have the dual pack of the Flower Soft that you can either use as polar white for snow, or you can make it your own. I have got the cute little banners. So I'm 96, 4 sheets. Yeah, these, so the Thinking of You come with the white. You get 96 banners, and you have the gold and the silver outline, and the pastel birthday is all in pastel colors, 96 of each. So we've got these available for you. I've got the peelables with the ones I grabbed today, which were the Thinking of You and the Wonderful Days. So these are also available. We have the acrylic inks. So I'm just gonna leave them all on sale. This is the last week they're on sale, so they're part of the In the Studio with Stacey, but they're also now gonna be part of the YouTube. So after this YouTube is over, they go back up to full price. So we've got the pearls, and then there's, I wanna say 51 other colors that you can choose from. All the acrylic inks. I'll make sure that the foam tape is in there. You're gonna need the foam tape. And I'll see if I can remind myself to put, if not, somebody remind me to put the little palette in there too. That way you can mix and put it in, and then you can take it out and put it in little baggies for the stuff you wanna keep. But it lasts forever. And it just adds just that perfect little touch. All right, you guys, that was a lot today, but we had fun. We started super easy, and we progressively just added and added and added, and hopefully you learned a new technique or two. Hopefully maybe you already have the acrylic inks and now you want to make your own Flower Soft, and you see the amazing value in the Katy Sue product from the Violet Wishes kit that's exclusive to the Serenity that is just so lovely, to the Decoupage kits that are like, okay, let's get to work. Let's make all of this, and then we're ready to make some cards. It's all there for you. And maybe you're just here for the inspiration and for the chit chat, because we do chit chat. So if you joined me during the premiere, I hope you were live chatting with us. When will I see you next? On Monday for our next Make It Monday event, where we bring you a super big value for a little tiny itty bitty price. And that's Monday at 6 p.m. sunny California time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Until then, find Scrapbooking Made Simple on Facebook, on Instagram, of course, on YouTube. Follow us everywhere. And if you have the opportunity to pop into the store, come see us Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Otherwise, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I do know that the Serenity kits you may be able to find, well, they're not kits. The Serenity product you might be able to find at other independent retailers. You may be able to find the peelables at other independent retailers. The acrylic ink you might be able to find at independent art stores. So if you have an independent we encourage you to shop there first. And if not, here we are. All right, you guys, have a super rest of your weekend, and I can't wait to see you on Monday. Thanks for being here. Bye, everybody.